On June 7, 1980, the Swedish roll-on roll-off ferry Zenobia sank on her way to Syria just outside Larnaca harbour. On board at the time of the sinking was 104 articulated lorries. In this photograph you can just make out the two men who are from Lloyd's Insurance Company assessing the damage shortly before the Zenobia sank. This is an artist's impression of what she looks like now. She lies on her port side with the seabed at 42 metres and the highest point of the wreck is just 16 metres from the surface. We start our descent down a permanently attached mooring line to this huge wreck. She was 10,000 gross tonnage, 170 metres in length and an overall beam of 23.4 metres. Our first close-up view is that of the ship's railings, which surround the entire ship. We are starting our tour by descending to one of the massive funnels and travelling anti-clockwise, circumnavigating the wreck. We first make our way towards the bow. Here you can see one of the many lifeboats. Fortunately, these were not needed and all of the crew got off safely. It is believed that the computer which maintained the ship's ballast tanks failed, which allowed water in and caused a severe tilt, which eventually led to her sinking. The wreck provides home to a number of large, friendly groupers. Most of the windows are still intact, but a few are missing, and we take the opportunity to use one to enter the wreck. Penetrating wrecks is extremely dangerous and should only be attempted by fully trained divers. You should take a spare source of air and use a rope to ensure you can exit safely. During this penetration, we are travelling through the ship's canteen, from a window on the port side to an exit door on the starboard side. We've now reached the bow and view the blue abyss through one of the anchor chain ports. We've turned round from the bow and it's time to make our way back through the ship's canteen. The groupers find us again just as we follow the lines of the hull and drop down to the keel. We follow the keel and eventually find the poor propeller at about 36 meters. The edge of the huge propeller can clearly be seen to have been made of brass, as divers have rubbed the edge free of any algae. The starboard prop lies beneath us at about 40 meters. Here you can see the route we have taken with the prop just visible on the waterline. We are now going to explore the roll-on, roll-off doors and make our way through the gap. It is from here we see sight of our first lorry, lying on the seabed at 43 meters. Now it seems like a huge scrapyard for articulated lorries. Now what do you think these round looking objects are? Golf balls? Light bulbs? In fact, they're hen's eggs. One of the lorries was full of a shipment of Class 3 eggs, and as the ship went down the lorry shifted and cast its contents on the seabed. A good deal are still intact. They're at 43 meters. A Russian made and run sub offers trips out to the wreck and employs a diver to feed the fish for the audience's pleasure and also for their cameras. But it's too dangerous for the sub to get in too close, so diving is still the best option. Here the passengers are watching me filming them. Now it's their turn to take a picture of me. Watch for the infrared light, then Here comes the flash. Now it's back to the wreck. We are now at the point where the majority of the lorries lie. They are upside down, on their sides, and everywhere you look, there are tyres, bits of cargo, exhausts, and the cabs. Here's a lorry which is very clear. You can make out all of the detail. It's suspended by a single chain which once held it to the deck. Now it's time to work our way along the railings again, looking for the shop line. We ascend and make a safety stop, and use this time to recall all of the things that we've just seen. Zenobia is truly one of the world's top 10 wrecks, and I hope you've enjoyed this short visit and look forward to sharing some more underwater secrets with you soon.